Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited, highly anticipated return of the guy. The guy who the goalkeepers guys know that he's the guy. And it's amazing. We have the official guy because he knows all the guys and all the guys know him. Erik, and I'm not even going to attempt to say that last name. Say it. Sing it.
Kevin, great to meet you. Great to have you. I don't know where that came from. Known you for years now. Erik Eisenhut here.
Yes.
Always a pleasure, my man. Always a pleasure.
I tell you, I'm going to get a strolling minstrel, either a Mexican, band with the guitars and the horns, or bagpipes or something. But to say your name, man, it's magnificent.
Thank you.
From the get-go, that's the type of presence you always had. Is that the way of you being you is so authentic and so magnificent that it sings success, bro.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. And I appreciate also in the intro, the person who knows the person. And that's funny because that's something that I take pride in regards to the network of goalkeeper coaches at all levels around, hopefully right now around the country, and expanding upon that, because one of the things I find a lot of joy in is helping people find win-win opportunities. And I think people need that support in any business, not just goalkeeper coaching. But in goalkeeper coaching, it's necessary to get to that next level. So you really need some support with that. So to be able to help people get to their next level just through networking and introductions and let them take it from there, I love doing that. That's one of the favorite parts of what I do.
Yeah, and let's call it what it is. It's the United Goalkeeping Alliance. Is that what the proper name?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And not because I'm just a member, but but it actually has the who's who internationally and nationally in your location. You don't have to travel a whole bunch to get to some fine goalkeeping, because that's the whole thing of the meatball, is that I'm taking something from Ian Fuhrer, I'm taking something from Franz Hook, I'm taking something from Tony Elliott, I'm taking something, Mark, everybody, Tim Cashel, I'm taking, everybody contributes to everybody, like you say, going to that next level. And we all applaud each other's successes, and to reach out when failure comes, saying, "Hey, baby, it's only temporary."
That's so true.
Yeah,
it's so true. And to your point, the one thing I've seen within the UGKA community is the amount of sharing and support that everyone gives each other. And we have people at the highest levels, to your point. We also have those coming right out of college or coaching in high school or coaching U12 teams. Everyone's at a different place, but goalkeeping is a common thread, and we can help each other get to our next levels, because everyone's next level is different, Kevin. Like, yours is different than mine. Mine's different than Tony's. Tony's is different than George's. George is different than Sue. But if we can help everyone get to their next level, that's what we're about. And we base everything around education and providing win-win opportunities for goalkeepers. From a coaching standpoint, the Goalkeeper Coaches Network is a very powerful tool, especially with a position that, unfortunately, as we know, doesn't get the respect it deserves. So unifying that, working together, is putting a greater spotlight on all of us, and that's truly what this is about.
Yeah, and the goalkeeping nowadays is gender neutral, baby. I mean, holy cow. I'm buds with the first 85er, the first United States International representing the United States in 1985 in its first international. Ruth Harker from St. Louis, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she sees in me what she saw in herself as a college and as a professional. And, when you love goalkeeping, you have the passion for it. People who have it recognize it in you, baby.
So true, Kevin. It's because there's a lot of, who is the one who's totally in control of the team? The head coach. And, in my opinion, that's a position that I feel could really benefit from either a great goalkeeper coach or some goalkeeping coaching knowledge. And if we can supply or help them in that capacity, I think it's going to help the team improve dramatically, not just the individual goalkeeper.
Right. The under full disclosure, the winningest boys high school coach in America, by far, and will be for decades, is the guy, Terry Minkler, my boss, who said, I played for the guy in 1975, and the only reason he reached out to me is that because I was trained by a guy that he knew was the guy. And, and he says, because the other guy wasn't available, all right? The original wasn't available, and I was number 2. And they said, come on in, Will. I said, come on, I'm not bringing any baggage. That's just tell him what he taught you. So I did that for several years, and I did all the research, and I met you, and you took me to another guy, and we do the weave, baby, and yeah, and there it was, man. He's saying, God, man, you're catching on fire here. And I said, man, I'm telling you, when I was laying in bed recovering, I was thinking, man, these guys, they're the guys, man. These gals, they're the gals. And there it came to where the internet came. And you didn't have to dream it. You didn't have to, just read the book or the magazine. You could actually reach out and talk to them. And when I told him that I reached out and talked to you, or I reached out and talked to Franz Hook, he went, what? And he says, it's not the amazing part that I was able to reach out to them, but for them to reach out to me, reach back to me. And I want to thank you, Eric, for, you're a stepping stone for the whale, bro. Thanks a lot. You took me out of the sea and I gave me land legs.
well, listen, that's almost exactly what we're trying to do with the UGKA, is get people to their next level. And if that's a coaching spot or a coaching position or an academy director, goalkeeping director, that's a collegiate goalkeeper coaching opportunity, or even an assistant or head coaching responsibility at the collegiate level, selling goalkeeping gloves, selling equipment. There's so many avenues within goalkeeper coaching that I feel are just underutilized, and we can help each other because we know what's available, we know what's out there, and the more we talk, I feel the easier it's going to be to navigate the goalkeeping community and increase the goalkeeping culture anywhere. It doesn't matter, to your point, the internet, right? And that's what a lot of this education component's about with the UGKA. We meet over Zoom. Everything's recorded. So you can access over 200 hours of goalkeeping content at any time. I'd even tell you, for parents and coaches, go check out our free YouTube page and subscribe. And check out the coaching conversations that we've been having with some established coaches, and even just some of the past sessions that were devoted to parents. There's an element of, not in a negative way, but there's some unknown there from a parent's perspective. They have tons of questions. Can we be a resource to help them? So there's so many unknowns out there around the goalkeeping culture and what it is and what we as goalkeeping coaches and influencers can do to help clubs or academies get to their goalkeeping culture next level. I feel that's so important for, again, not only that one position, Wales, but for all teams, because teams need that support back there.
That's right.
We're not giving, you know what I mean? Like, if we're not giving that goalkeeper the support, how are we expecting the goalkeeper to lead and to speak fluently to his back or her back line regarding what the coach wants if we're not teaching it or coaching it? And again, head coaches sometimes don't have that information. So I believe we can be an incredibly valuable resource, whether we're on the pitch with them or whether we're supporting them through the internet and from afar.
You know, I'm not a algebra guy or geometry, but all I know is 10 plus 1. When you have 11, you're not adding on. The goalkeeper must, IMO, in my opinion, has to be part of the 11, or it's really, you're playing with 10. Plus, if you get something, you got something. You're just trying not to get, to lose the game because of bad goalkeeping, But with the 11, I mean, it's a team game. You're playing with 11, and it's 10.
It's true.
Yeah.
If you can capitalize on that player, you're going to have the advantage.
Yes.
You're going to have the man-up situation when in possession. You're going to be able to sniff out the transitional moments from the other team and win the ball before they even get into that transitional moment, or if they're trying the transitional moment, defend it and keep them at bay. So there's a lot there that we can help teams with from a goalkeeping perspective alone.
And I'm going old school on you.
Go ahead,
is that a team, a club, a school cannot afford not to pay attention to this development. I mean, you're going to either pay now or you're going to pay miserably down the road.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And sometimes it's like, I like the start of clubs when they bring in a goalkeeper coach and they go down the field, other end of the field, and they're working with the goalkeepers in a small group setting, different ages, different genders, working the technical components. That's absolutely needed, but that's not where it ends. And
right.
I feel if clubs, man, could bring in either an assistant coach with goalkeeping understanding or a goalkeeper coach. I believe a goalkeeper coach should be on every team's coaching staff. That's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah.
Because then that goalkeeper coach, Kevin, when they're in their tactical training sessions and teams are running and moving at a game speed and goalkeepers are in goal, the coaches can be right behind them. I like to stand literally right smack dab in the middle of the goal and just move forward when they move forward when we're in possession. But when we're out of possession and defending, I like to stand in the goal and just be talking to my goalkeeper, things they can say, positioning things, that positioning their own body into the right spot and not being off or a ball line from a shot, or when collecting across, what they're saying, what they're doing, how they're approaching it. Are they looking back door? Are they staying connected with their back line? Can they easily, in possession when in their own defensive third, command the ball and then switch fields? And I think the goalkeepers need that support, and head coaches and assistant coaches are truthfully worried about the other 10, and that's okay. That's fair. All we're saying is another resource might be needed to really put all the pieces together so it's not 10 plus 1, it's 11. And that's a big difference. That math is huge, Kevin. You're spot on with that.
Yeah. Oh, well, I stepped above. I thought I was arithmetic. You're telling me math. All right, baby. All right. And, FUN, if you can't have fun, and I could care less if you're just, I'm only going to play one game and you'll never see me again. If you can't have fun with your teammates, what the, and if they can't have fun with you, what the, and that's the whole story, is that it's so much that I in team No, it's a team. I remember forwards, great forwards,
Yeah.
from the local who went national, who went international, saying, Wales, hey man, when you get that ball, look at me over here, ba ba boom, ba ba bang, and I'm getting an assist, you know? And the fullback would turn around and say, listen, if that guy comes on to me, tell me, okay? Direct me, because I don't have eyes in the back of my head.
Bingo. Bingo. And what we're trying to do is with that camaraderie and with the coaching from behind the goalkeeper is you're not only coaching the goalkeeper, you're also coaching like the back line and those in front. And if you can eliminate where there's ignorance, there's finger pointing.
Oh.
And you know what I mean? So if there's a way to make sure that whatever we're teaching the goalkeeper and spreading it to our back line, if they understand the why behind what the GK is doing and why they're saying certain things, it's a tighter back line. It's a tighter connectivity between the GK and the back line. And you're going to get the conversations you were just alluding to. You know what I mean? If you're on the same team and Wales, you're in net, then I need support. I need to be able to lean on you. I need to be able to trust you.
Yeah.
And if I can't trust you, then there's something broken in that connection.
Yeah.
And we need these we don't have to be best friends, but that back line and the GK need to be on the same page from a communication perspective all the time. And if the coach isn't supporting that connectivity and that communication, when things go wrong, someone's going to turn and point a finger and start yelling, and therefore there goes all the fun. You have to attack this as a team, and I think the tighter the team, the easier the game is, and I feel that can really start when you have someone coaching that backline goalkeeping connection.
By the powers invested in me, by me, I'm putting you in the Wales Certified Hall of Infinity.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, baby. When ignorance starts finger pointing, how does it go again?
When those are ignorant, when people don't know the whys as to why someone's saying something or what they're doing, we're only coaching one person, everyone else can turn around to that one person and say, what the heck are you talking about, man? And if everyone knows why that one person, in this case the goalkeeper, is saying these things and why this one person is doing these things, and we eliminate the ignorance, camaraderie is there, connectivity is there, because the purpose is understood. And that's huge when it comes to communication and staying connected.
Let me get you on a T-shirt. Where
if you want to sell it, you don't want me on it, man. Base for radio, they say, right?
Yeah, babe. Where ignorance starts, finger pointing begins. How does it go?
That sounded dang good.
All right. Well, I have to go back in the tape. I got to get a, yeah. I have the essence of it, man. It's all through me.
I like that T-shirt idea. Nice quote. I like it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Because that is no truer words were spoken. Because I've been it, I've seen it, and my goodness, I've evolved. I have to, become a mature, passionate soccer lover. To be FUN and to really to have success. That's the pathway.
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
Now, how long you been in the sunrise and the sunset, the sunrise of UGKA?
Come on now, you can say it.
I guess. UGKA?
There you are, Wills. Yeah, so this started out as a COVID hobby.
That's it was. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was no one could be on the pitch, so we just started. We started with 10 coaches, 20 some odd goalkeepers, and we would just get together on a Zoom call once a week, and it's never stopped.
No.
And now we currently have 170 coaches. We have over 1,100 goalkeepers, And it's just goalkeeping education and sharing each other's success stories and finding those win-win opportunities, man. It's been great where everyone's helping each other.
From my lips to God's ears, I'm glad I'm sitting down because you would have floored me with those numbers, man. Holy cow!
And it's Kevin. This has only been for 5 years now. I mean, I want to say COVID happened in 2020 around St. Patrick's Day time. Here we are in the summer of 25. So yeah, we're looking at just over 5 years. We've grown like this, and it's only getting better. Like, we're only building momentum. You're starting to see some interest from coaches looking to come into the United States from Europe, where they're asking to join so they can have an immediate network of goalkeeper coaches here. We're seeing clubs from Europe become interested. And a lot of it has to do with, understanding that they can't get on the Zoom calls because in Europe, the calls happen 7 at night at 8 o'clock for some age groups. As such, it's the middle of the night, but they have the recordings and they can go access those recordings. Yeah. And then they can, the search engines that are there for academy directors to, look up a particular topic on any of the 5 elements of development, find those recordings on not only the 5 elements of development, but also be able to search by a specific goalkeeping topic. And you can cross-reference those too. And you can find specific sessions from a few years ago that's going to fulfill the need that you're looking for. And academy directors love it because they can take those recorded sessions and just shoot them out to their academy when needed, and then come back to, hey, we're going to speak about this at our next goalkeeper session. And it's the value is really becoming evident with a lot of the academies that have been utilizing it.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
it's been fun, man.
Yeah, I don't know much about fishing, but I think it was something around my hook there. The 5 elements of goalkeeping. Can you share on that, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So I like to say I'm a disciple of the great Tony Elliott. Tony's him. He's fantastic, man. He's in it for all the right reasons. As a person, he's a phenomenal person.
Yeah.
And basically Tony kind of introduced me to the 5 elements development of a goalkeeper, which is, your tactical understanding, your technical expertise, your physical development, your psychological balance, and then the social connections or the leadership skills needed for the position. And truthfully, in my mind, when I look at an academy or if I look at a club teaching their goalkeepers, they pretty much go down the other end of the field, as we mentioned earlier, and they'll work on their technical expertise, right? And they'll speak to the tactical situation, hopefully, that you could use that particular technique in. And maybe they're not getting the physical development or the physical, because we need different, we need a different fitness level compared to a field player. I mean, we have to be able to jump, we have to be able to be quick on our feet, get up, get down, use our hands, hand-eye coordination, and there's also other components. The psychological balance of a goalkeeper, man, we need to be able to stay that straight line. We can't go too high, we can't get too low, because not only are we going to potentially do something out of the ordinary, we rub off on others. Our confidence rubs off on our players, as does our doubt. Our negativity, our anxieties rub off on our back line. And that's big. We need to stay the constant. And then the last one are the social connections and the leadership. Like, whether we like it or not, I tell my goalkeepers, like, communication and leading the back line, that's what's called the non-negotiable. Like, that's part of the job that you have to do. So we're going to teach you those things. We're going to teach you what to say, when to say it, who to say it to, how to say it, what's the tone you're using when you say something. So there's a ton there, and those have been the 5 elements of development that we focus on when we host any of our UGKA educational sessions.
Anybody who's ever had one conversation with Tony Elliott goes away for the rest of their lives caring and sharing.
Right on, brother. That's what I love that saying, caring and sharing, and he does it constantly. He has such his knowledge is insane.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. That's the beauty of it, man. Tony is, I like to call Tony a great friend. We connect often, not as often as we always all should, but at the same time, he's one of those trusted individuals that I can speak to about anything, and I know I'm going to get his sincere response in anything, whether it's life or whether it's goalkeeping.
And he's an authentic audio-visual goalkeeper. He looks good.
Yeah. Tony's got us beat, I think, both on that one.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, man, you've hit all the right points, and it's a custom here at Whale Certified to say, hey, Eric. Oh, just a personal question.
Yeah.
Are you an honorary AOH guy, or do you have a clan over in the Isle of Ireland? You mentioned St. Paddy's Day. You were singing the song.
My mom's 100% Irish, so we the Danahees from Ireland came over to Boston, and that's where my mother's side of the family resides. Yes.
Well, they all say if your mother is Irish, you're going to heaven right away.
That's right. That's right. I need it, Kevin. I need it.
And under full disclosure, I don't know what the Field of Dreams looks like, but your backyard for that season, you made your backyard a goalkeeping piece of heaven right there, man. That anything and everything a goalkeeper needed was right there.
Yeah, the unfortunate reason behind the creation of this was due to illness on my wife's side. She was fighting multiple myeloma, and as a result of that, with the virus, the coronavirus out there, I was a goalkeeping, what's called advisor or supporter, or where I would go into an academy or a club, coach them that one night and then leave, and do that 4 or 5 nights a week at different clubs. And as a result of the virus, in addition to my wife's illness, I still social distance. I'm still wearing masks. I still, try to separate myself from the parents and socialize, and even the kids. That said, we've basically built a goalkeeping academy in the backyard where we have a 20 by 25 yard turfed area with 5 goals where we can focus on specific one-on-one stuff with kids. I try not to have groups greater than 6. I have a sand pit for footwork, bench obviously, and then also a nice little, where the driveway is, it kind of overlooks the field, so parents have a nice shaded area where they can record and get video for their goalkeepers to cut up for their recruiting videos or whatever it happens to be. Analysis is awesome. And truthfully, it helps a lot too with my mentorship, where parents can come or someone can come and record a session we have and also look at their game film in our mentorship and then break it down. We can break down their performance. We can break down their training session in the back. And Kevin, it's one of those things that was a necessary thing to do and a tough decision to make. But truthfully, it was one of the best decisions that we've made for safety, and also, more importantly, my dyslexia kicked in. It helped for the goalkeeping academy, but more importantly, it helped from a safety perspective for me and my wife. So and that's really why the UGKA exists too. Is what can we do to continue to impact goalkeepers from afar without having to be present or in front of them? And these educational sessions that take place live on Sundays, in addition to the recordings and putting them all out there, allows for a safe educational environment. And that's what we were shooting for, and we shot for the moon, and everything seems to be working out quite well, which has been a big chance, but it turned out all right.
Pardon me while I stand up and applaud.
Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you.
Wow, man. Wow. I'm doing it again, baby. They love you, man. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. I love it, Will.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it comes down that we have a custom here at Whale Certified to say, hey, Eric, whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to, for as long as you want to say it for.
Right on. Well, honestly, I feel like I've said a lot regarding the UGKA. Our main objective is really just to create win-win opportunities for goalkeepers, goalkeeper coaches, parents, clubs, academies, to provide win-win opportunities for everyone to move the goalkeeping culture forward. So whatever we can do to help, that's what we do. And the goalkeeper coaching community is the one that's going to help push this culture shift that we're looking to create. And it starts with us, but a lot of education is needed. We need goalkeepers in academies. We need goalkeeper coaches in academies. We need goalkeeper coaches on the coaching roster for clubs. We need goalkeeper coaches at training sessions, team training sessions. We need goalkeeping influence, because we're asked to do a lot, but we're not given the resources, in my opinion. So if we're asking a goalkeeper to lead, if we're asking a goalkeeper to set up something as simple as setting up a wall in a game, like, are we coaching these things? Are we training these things? If we're asking a goalkeeper to stay connected with the back line and be involved with the in possession movement of the ball, or starting the transitional moment, these are things that we have to train. Just like we would train the offensive components of how to score a goal, we need to teach the transitional moment. We need to teach when we're out of possession. And I feel that that's something that's been, like, I don't want to say ignored, but I don't feel the full effort to success is being shown. And I think if they being clubs, academies, coaches, goalkeeper coaches, we can just be better. And I think if we can help anyone just get better, whether it's education or networking or connectivity to the collegiate game from a recruiting perspective, whatever that is, please don't think twice about reaching out for a 15, 30-minute call with me personally. Anyone can contact me anytime with a call or a text. My phone number is 781-424-3028. Feel free to send an email to Erik, ERIK, at UnitedGKAlliance.com. And the other social handles we have is just look up or search the United Goalkeeping Alliance. On Instagram, it's at United GK Alliance. And then you could just type in United Goalkeeping Alliance on LinkedIn, on X, and also on Facebook.
Wow.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you allowing me to do that. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Oh yeah. And please, me, I got one index finger on my left and one on my right, and that's how I type. But I can copy that onto, if you send that information, I'll put it on the, when I download it and upload it for the episode, okay?
You got it. And Kevin, from me to you, I want to say thank you for everything you do. You've been a part of the UGKA now for close to 4 years since its inception. So, thank you for always being an advocate. Thank you for supporting and having not only myself on your show, but also having some of our UGKA coaches. And you know this quite well. If there's anything that we can do to help you with your journey, just reach out anytime. And I do know you know that, and you're a perfect example as to some of the successes that have come from the networking and the opportunities that come from UGKA.
Right on, man. Right on. Yeah. It's golden, baby. And yeah, and when you shot for the moon, baby, you got it. When you're whale certified, it's the universe, baby. The universe demands it. Yeah. And it's for infinity, baby. You've made it.
I love speaking to you, man. It's so much fun. It's relaxing.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's very impactful. So thank you for all you do, Wales.
Right on. So we'll be seeing each other and hearing each other. We won't be looking at each other. All right, man. You're a blast, bro.
You're a trip. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah. And give a whale certified hug to the missus and to your your children. You're college bound.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how quickly it goes. As parents, it's insane.
Yeah.
While they're young.
All right then. Bye bye.
I appreciate you, Wills. Thank you, man.
All right then.